Hello everyone, this is Fuge Zou, data scientist from RapidCanvas. Today I'm going to show you a large language model demo on the insurance company. Hopefully we can bring these use cases to create values for the insurance company, right? So first let's just start with policy insights, where we can upload a policy file it's either a document or some sort of doc or PDF files or something from the internet, right? Some web page from the internet. We're gonna scrape the text from the document and make the chunks, and then doing the embedding, and we're gonna start ask questions for these policies, right? The customer is gonna ask a specific question regarding to this specific policy. So that will be a very customized large language model for your company, for your insurance company. So let's just start. So we are going to load a file, and we can start ask questions, right? So if we click process, what's under the hood was it's gonna have load all the text and have all the documents, put them into chunks. And by doing the chunks, we can ask a question such as what is this document is a motor insurance for Alliance. We downloaded from online. So this is an open document, public document, right? We can say this is from a Hong Kong Alliance automobile motor insurance from Hong Kong. So we can start ask a specific question regarding to this document, right? The first question will be just say, what is the windscreen replacement benefit, right? You can say it's very fast, right? Windscreen replacement benefit is a maximum of 5,000 Hong Kong dollars. And you can say not only you answer the question, but also we have reviewed the source data where that question is coming from. The question is coming from this PDF file in page 17. That is the most top first related content from the document. So you can always track where that this is for 100% transparency, where that we retrieve that data from the document, right? And you can say ask question like what are road assistant do we have, right? Again, these questions are related to this particular motor insurance for this Hong Kong Alliance Hong Kong. So you have provide 24-hour agency with $2,000 insurance, minimum coverage. So do we have any towing service, right? If the car is broken on the road, yes, they do. They have $2,000 Hong Kong dollar insurance. So what is the maximum coverage of death or injury, right? You are keep asking the policy related questions. So you have $100 million Hong Kong dollar, the maximum coverage, and you have all the what are all the inclusion for the policy, right? You keep asking related questions. So we are trying to test this. If this ask for documents can give us the right answer. So yes, you did, right? These are the general insurance exclusions from the document. So that's the first application. The second application, so we are trying to do the same thing here, right? We clear the chat, we start over, but instead of upload a document, we have built this so-called CVP stack, right? CVP stack is C stands for large language model, and V stands for vector database. P stands for prompt engineering. So we have this large language model working for us, right? It's either open source or closed source. You can deploy them in a local or in the private cloud, right? And you have this highly secured vector database such as Milvus, Pinecone, or ChronaDB. So you're gonna save all the documents in a vector in a format of vectors into this vector database. So you don't have to upload file anymore. They are serving as a database. You can directly start asking questions, right? And you have the prompt engineering where you can ask specific question that will promote the answers. And you can say this is OP stack. O stands for OpenAI. So in this example, right, we are just using OpenAI. Of course, we can use all kinds of different large language model for this. And we basically train the model we put the model into the vector database, and we are using OpenAI embedding API, and we fetch the data. We make a query, and we fetch the data from Pinecone vector database. Pinecone is returning results to us, to our application, so we can get our application. And so the answer from our application. So basically, we have two files, right? One is the motor insurance file you just saw. This is from Hong Kong motor insurance, and this is from another insurance file, which is Alliance Care. I believe that's a health benefit documents in Europe. So in reality, so you probably will not combine a motor insurance and a benefit together, right? You won't put them into different buckets. So in Pinecone, you have this benefit and motor. You can put the motor insurance into this motor namespace, and you put the benefit related documents into benefit. So this will help your query and search be more precise and accurate. Also, it helps you save the cost, right? So you don't have to search the entire document. Instead, you only search specific documents related to the certain topics, right? So you can add all these to the tags, right? So we have made this in AWS. So this will be and you can query the motor insurance related vectors. So these are the embedded vectors into the database. So this is enough for this. Let's just look at this example, right? We can ask exactly the same question. So where are the windscreen replacement? So that is a question specific to this motor insurance. So if we click apply, so you are gonna fetch the database and return you the right results, right? 5,000. But what if you ask a windscreen replacement benefit to this benefit to healthcare? What if you ask that? So that is actually a very good answer from the chatbot, because you think about that. You don't have any information related to windscreen. So the big problem for these ChatGPT or large language model is hallucination, which means the large language model do not understand the question, but it will make up a random answer to your question. That is something very bad, right? We don't want that to be happen. So our system prompt engineering was saying, if you don't know the answer, just say, I don't know. So in that case, this model was doing the right thing. But say, I'm sorry, I couldn't find any information about maximum amount of windscreen, because this is from the benefit namespace. That doesn't know, right? So this is exactly what we want. Also, we can clear the file, and we can ask another question. Say, what if you ask a question about infertility treatment, right? This is something like ladies, women are gonna give birth to a child in an artificial way. This is artificial fertility, right? So this is IVF. So this is specifically related to that benefit document. Let's just say if the model can give us the right answer. Bingo! The model is gonna the model definitely give you the right answer, right? This is a question. This is the answer specific to this question related to the insurance, benefit insurance, healthcare insurance. But what if we change this back to motors? See what happens. We change this namespace to motors. So we're asking a infertility treatment question to a motor insurance document. In that case, you will not get any answer, right? We have full control of what to be fetched in a very high efficient way. You can say the fetch time is very fast. So we don't have to bring new document, right? Once we add document into the vector database, we can add as many database as we can here. We can add hundreds of them. Just make them organized, have the certain tags. So you can make a super smart knowledge base here. Enough for this. So your question will be, what if we have a file, we have this motor insurance and benefit healthcare insurance, and we are gonna ask how accurate this answer is, right? So what if we are worried in the quality of the chatbot or performance of this ask document thing? What if the bot, the large language model is gonna give you some very bad answer that you don't know? So in that case, we're gonna have all these like human-made answers. Say for example, we have lots of training example, like how much is the windscreen placement benefit. This is my answer. This is me actually manually going to the document and manually looking for this answer, and I tell the model that this is exactly the answer we need. HK dollar, Hong Kong dollar, $5,000 is the correct answer. What is the maximum amount of towing service? This is like your domain expertise, your underwriters, your insurance expert. They're gonna have these like QC, QA questions and answers. So you can say if the large language model is doing the right thing, right? This is my answer, right? This is all my answer, my specific answer. But we're gonna ask the OpenAI to generate this answer for us, right? This is my real answer. Say for this example, right? How much is the windscreen replacement benefit? So we have real answer, which is 5,000 Hong Kong dollars, and we have the predicted answer, which is 5,000. That is correct, right? You have what is the maximum amount of free towing? I said 2,000. The model said 2,000. That's correct, right? So by doing all these, you can evaluate if the answer, you can QC, QA, and evaluate if the answer is correct or not. So that will increase your confidence. So only if you have this, you are very confident you can deploy this model into real-time production, real-time operations, right, for your call centers and for your customer service, right? So that is the third demo. The fourth demo is something related to the customer feedback, right? So the concept is that we use prompt engineering to analyze customer reviews. So these customer reviews are we have insurance customers, like getting either they are social media, they give some online reviews, have a call center, they leave you a message. So this will goes into the RapidCanvas pipeline where you have our AutoAI platform. We have ETL, extract, transform, and loading, and we have data engineering, machine learning. Make sure they have the same format, right? We have load that into a large language model, plus we'll have the data app for you. So like you can ask questions. We can have very nice UX UI, and we can from this business intelligence from the customers, we can generate actionable insights for your customer team to better search your for this Bajaj Alliance Life. So we can better serving your customer. So what is this main task, right? They are including for individual analysis. Think about this customer message. So this customer is making some comments, right? Reviews. I recently ordered a popcorn maker from this store, and I'm blah blah blah. I have some. I'm really disappointed, right? So I'm gonna say what is the title. Title is just a title words. 3 words just describe this title. And I have a summarized generation, right? We have 1 page, one sentence summaries for this entire message. This is summarization, and I have entity related to this message. By entity, I mean either the product or a brand or service or any personnel that the customer mentioned, right? We have to know that. And of course, sentiment analysis, whether this message is a positive, negative, or neutral. And we also have the message classification. So this is like a preset classification of our customer team, whether you use technical issues, delivery issues, warranties, complaints, or compliance, right? So for this particular single message, but what if we have done 1,000 such message? So in that case, if we group these together, we can start to have these stats, right? Business intelligence, or we can gather what is the customer pain point in a group, in aggregate, and we have what is the customer preference, right? That will help us to make better recommendations. And we will have the revenue opportunities and cost-saving ideas from the group wisdom, right? From the group of customer feedbacks. So let's just check some example, right? If we show the data is all downloaded from the insurance website. So these are lots of customer review. They have most of these are good ones, and some of them are bad. I just download do web scraping from the internet. So you have all these hundreds of customer reviews, right? And I can select message, like I'm picking the 0 message, which is a good one, right? This is a good one. So I'm just processing the first message, right? Just say the first message saying, after a long while, got an insurance policy which I needed. The ULIP insurance plan from Bajaj Life Insurance, the policy coverage is high and claims are easy to sanction. Service provide you a superb. The updates of policies regularly mailed to me at the email address. I think that's from a human being. I think it's a very positive review, right? So we can say, text summary: customer is satisfied with insurance, right? Praising your service, right? And sentiment is positive, and you don't have any negative emotions, right? And entity was ULIP, so the customer was the topic of the product is ULIP, and it's a high coverage, superb. Then the company name is your company, and you have topic extraction, right? You have insurance policy, ULIP. These are the related topics related to this review. And you are definitely the policy inquiries, right? The message category is this one. So let's just show you a bad review, right? Just for example, just to show you an example. So let's just read through this. I buy pension plan from Bajaj Alliance Life Insurance, but policy is not that good according to my expectation. Service is really very slow and claim take ages to sanction. Every policy covers is less than 40% bad experience. So this is a very negative review. That should draw your attention, right? The text summary is that customer is dissatisfied with the pension plan of Bajaj Life, delayed claims and inadequate policy coverage. And you have the negative sentiment, and you have all these dissatisfied. The customer express its negative emotions. You have dissatisfied, slow, delayed, inadequate, and bad, right? And you definitely have a high negative emotion score and high urgency. If you don't deal with this kind of customer, you're gonna lose them, right? It's very, very, very bad. So pension plan, unknown, slow. You have to identify some service is slow, product is pension plan. That will draw your attention, and you have pension. Definitely have these categories, right? And you are gonna group this message into complaints, which is a preset classification. So. Enough for this. Let's go to the group analysis, right? So by combining all this information, we can do hundreds of customer review together, right? We're gonna analyzing all these customer feedbacks, put them into analytics, right? Large language model backed analytics, and you can see, these are the website where I scraped the customer review from, and these are the sentiment, right? You can say most of these are positive, only a small amount, like 6%. 5% are negative, and you have what is a negative emotion? You have dissatisfied, slow, bad, disappoint, frustration as and top negative emotions, and you also have item identified on these word cloud, right? You have policy, insurance, pension, health, and some names and ULIP. These are the keywords. You can probably take a deeper dive if you want to know more. And topics of with negative sentiment, right? You care about what went wrong, right? Service, policy, claims. You have some like customer service, life insurance policies is problematic, right? You can definitely are looking to these. And category of customer feedback. Most of these are policy related, right? Policy inquiries. Some of them are related to premium, right? Insurance premium. Some of them are related to the complaints. Some of them are related to claims, right? So that will end up with this demo. So the final demo is actually the cutting edge stuff where you have the ChatGPT, OpenAI give you the capability of fine tuning and API. This is like very cutting edge stuff. They just released that feature last month. By last month, this month is September 2023, right? Last month was August 2023. So you have this fine tuned ChatGPT concept where you have OFAQ of, say for example, this is just a McDonald's case, right? McDonald's was operating in UK, United Kingdom. So you have all the FAQ data set from McDonald's, and you have the GPT base model, which is GPT 3.5 Turbo. And you are using this FAQ to do the fine-tuning. So fine-tuned GPT model will work only for McDonald's UK and serving as a customer chatbot that will be, sounds like the McDonald's UK, right? This is how you deploy the customer service in UK. So say for example, you are training that. So what meat are your sausage made from? Only in McDonald's UK you can answer the question like our sausage patties are made with British RSPCA Assure pork, right? You don't get this answer in some other parts of the world. Only in McDonald's UK. What time does the breakfast service start in 24-hour restaurant? McDonald's restaurant only give you the 5 a.m. And you also have this is where you predict the data, right? Once you train fine tuning that, the customer bot will be able to answer the question like that. So the case study is that where we gathered all the Q&A from the Bajaj Insurance Life website. There are hundreds of such Q&A. So we put this into fine tuning. So we will be able to say, okay, to answer the question like I just showed for a McDonald's case. But in order to get a very good result, you definitely need a large data set and probably some iteration. This is just our first try, but it is promising, right? So Bajaj, what is the question is, what are the different annuity options in Bajaj Alliance pension guarantee, right? You can say the real answer I grab as a human being, I grab from the like grab from the from the website, say, oh, this is blah blah blah. This is the explain, right? You can say fine-tuning model is gonna say it's shorter, it's more precise, but because I use the prompt engineer, I try to limit the words. But you can say you can definitely see improvements of fine-tuning model versus regular GPT, right? Regular GPT hasn't, it's not related to this particular Bajaj Alliance insurance, right? It's just a random generalized, very generalized answer. But this one is 4 different annuity options, right? You definitely capture some of these. It is promising. And you can say, can I buy a critical illness over online? The real answer is yes. The answer is yes. But you can say ease of research, increased transparency, lower premium. This is the real answer. You also get some answer like it's not exactly the same. So that's why I think this one is still in the emerging. Overall, I still think knowledge base, like I showed before, it's a better solution for you. That will conclude this overall demo. So thank you very much. Please feel free to contact us if you have any questions. Thank you so much. Bye bye.